Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I'm respectful of others.
In the physical environment we share.
I have self-respect.
And I create space for diverse voices to be heard.
I am caring.
In my daily interactions, I am kind.
Compassionate, supportive, and honest.
I want others to feel welcome here.
And will do my part to convey a caring sense of community.
We welcome you to the Gryphon Center here. We've got Guelph and Niagara North midget AAA action.
I want to achieve
just
the
early
highest
here
goals
in the
I
first
can
period, and this is going to be
and
a
I
battle.
will do so with integrity.
Perseverance.
And courage.
I will welcome a helping hand when I need it.
And extend mine to others along the way.
Want to win here today.
I am engaged.
Top two is probably
Contributing to the life of my campus.
As a
And
shot
community is
from
important
off the
to me.
post.
I will strive to meet my
Oakville was
commitments.
going to be a
And
force,
offer
but
my-
these two teams were battling all year to get up in front of each other in the standings, and this is a big game for both teams. Just a minute in, here's Russell walking in. He'll take a shot through a screen, and that'll be stopped for a whistle.
Nice chance there by Russell trying to create something early for his team, but Niagara was having none of it.
We'll have a draw in the Niagara North zone. It'll pop out to the Niagara defensemen, and they will break out. Breaking in on Tobin. Osborne will find Rogers. Pinned off by Krieger. Tobin will lose it. Rogers looks down low as it's cleared by Coverdale. Russell's on it in the near side. It's knocked down by Beaton. Now it's Van Berkel. He'll cut in for Niagara. Takes a shot, which is tipped to the near side corner. Coverdale puts it off the glass, and that'll bounce into the neutral zone. We'll have a stoppage. Not really sure what it is, though.
I'm not too sure either there, but we will have a stoppage. And off the start here, it looks like this is going to be a pretty physical game. Both teams using the body a lot in the first 2 minutes.
We'll see if it keeps up as we have a draw just outside the Niagara zone. Orpana comes out with it as he's knocked down by Shaw.
And that's going to be a penalty, I think. Trip. I mean, Guelph's going to have an early power play here. Let's see what they can do with it.
It will be assigned to Shaw.
And we know Guelph's been pretty good on the power play all year, as you have seen on this broadcast. Let's see what they can do here to get the early lead.
A different unit than normal, though, with Orpana, Tolton, and Allison out there as the forwards. Big hit by Tolton.
What a hit there by Tolton.
That's how you start the physicality off. Tolton with a big hit, starting out the Guelph power play. Orpana will go down low to Tolton. He'll go to the point. It's DeForest, looking to find Allison. He can't find it. Orpana now on the far side. He'll find Mitchell at the point. Orpana once again. Now Mitchell. Mitchell looking for DeForest. Off his skate as he puts it down low for Allison. Tipping it out in front. There's Tolton looking to shoot from a sharp angle as that hits the side of the net. And some rough stuff in front of the Niagara net as it'll be split up by the linesman.
You can already tell early in this game that these teams don't like each other. And down in the corner there, what a pass by Allison to see Tolton there to create that chance on the power play.
Goalie did look off his post as well. Tolton just hit the side of the net. And now it looks like Niagara North's getting another.
Yeah, probably for some of that rough stuff there by the net. And that's going to be a 4-minute penalty, too, for head contact.
Now here's where Guelph can take an early lead. It's Coverdale looking for Fernandez Gray. Coverdale, now Russell. It's still in the slot as it'll go off Fernandez Gray and into the Guelph end. Here's Coverdale. Let's off for Krieger. Here's Fernandez Gray as he'll look to get it in. Now Russell. Dropping back, it's Fernandez Gray. He finds Coverdale. who will stumble, regains the puck, and he'll have it once again. Here's Krieger. He'll wait, and we'll find Fernandez Gray. Krieger has it once again. Shot through a screen. Trusser was there trying to get a tip on it in front. It'll bounce harmlessly into the corner. Krieger's with it once again. Now Trusser looking. He's tangled up and thrown down. Now Krieger will walk out in front and score on the short side, and it's 1-0.
Just great patience there by Krieger to wait out the goaltender there, seeing what he would do, and he just found that top corner. What a beautiful play there by Krieger.
Goalie came off his post, and Krieger makes him pay. And now to note, 2:53 still remaining on that head contact penalty. Guelph not done.
Guelph could strike again, and they'd still have a power play.
So Van Berkel's kicked out of the draw, and we'll start it again after the Guelph goal. Freeze wins it back as Lilac circles around in the neutral zone. Taking a few slashes from Van Berkel. We'll find it in the far side corner. It's Bilton down low. Now in the near side corner. McFarland battling to keep it in. Lilac cutting in front. There's Freeze with a shot. That's just wide. It'll go off McFarland, now kicked into the neutral zone. Van Berkel will send it into the Guelph end. It's McFarland. He'll fall, turns it over, as Van Berkel will drop it back to his defense partner. Now Gillard throws it back into the opposite corner, and McFarland will have it for Guelph. Pressured by Van Berkel. And he'll lose it once again. Van Berkel turning it onto Wickware as he covers up.
Yeah, McFarland doesn't look too good right now. It looks like he hurt something on that shift or just a skate problem.
I've got to hand it to Van Berkel as well, though. He had a great kill. Here's Mitchell. Now Tobin. And here's Krieger for Guelph. Gaining speed in the neutral zone. He'll walk in, loses control, will gain it back. Stops up, avoids Rogers, goes down low to Russell. Now Russell's with it. Now Shaw has it for Niagara. He'll look to send it down, and he will. Tobin will corral it for Guelph. Off the boards to Mitchell. Looking for Krieger. Now Krieger will pick up speed for Guelph once again. He'll walk in. Trying to get around one man. Looking to in front. There was Maltby in the area. Looks to be still loose in the crease. Finally covered up.
What a move there by Krieger. Dances the one defenseman and tries to put it in front for Maltby. And there's a bit of a scrum there in the net. Don't think the goalie could track it there.
Krieger's been effective on the first two power plays he's seen. First goal and then an impressive rush to end off his second shift on the power play. Pressure applied by Orpana. It'll be sent out once again. And now half a minute remaining in the final penalty for Niagara to kill off. McDougall can't find it in his skates. Now they'll battle on the near side wall. Orpana gathers it, and he'll circle around his own end. Off the boards, it'll bounce out, and now it'll go right to Orpana. Here comes Orpana, circling in front. There was Allison in the area. He couldn't track it. And that'll be the end to the head contact call for Niagara. McDougall's cutting in now. Gillard's on him. Still in the far side corner. Bounces out to the near side wall. It's DeForest. It'll bounce out. Allison winds and fires, breaking his stick in the process. Orpana has it now for Guelph. Battling off Gillard. It'll bounce out to Trussler, who gathers it. He'll shoot just high. Here comes Niagara breaking, and a nice move. He'll turn a shot on goal. That's turned aside by Wickware. It looks like Trussler's going to get one.
Yeah, penalty. I believe he hauled him down there. Going to be a hook, yep. And now it's Niagara's turn to see what they got on the power play.
So Guelph has 2 minutes to kill off on the hooking minor. Here's Ferguson. Swings back to Shaw. He'll put it in deep. And now Coverdale will take someone out and will look to send it out. Thompson recovers. He'll go to Shaw, who will turn one on net. Wickware will stick that away. Now behind the Guelph net.
Nice job by Coverdale to kill off some time there by pinning it up against the boards, but the ref will blow it down.
Just under 30 seconds killed off by Guelph. Thompson will look for Ferguson, who will wind and fire. A nice pad save by Wickware. Point, it's Ferguson. He'll go back to Rogers. Now down low, that's broken up by McFarlane, and that'll go all the way into the Niagara end. Ferguson. Now it's Thompson. Thompson breaking in for Niagara, pressured by Maltby. He'll spin back. Ferguson has it. He'll put it into the opposite corner. McFarlane will put it off the glass. It'll be gloved down. Now in the corner. Rogers looking to step out with it. McFarlane will spin off 2 black shirts and will send it the length of the ice once again. Time dwindling down on the Niagara power play. Not many chances for them, as they have 15 seconds to generate one. At the point. They'll swing it to the far side wall. Down low now. It's Osborne with it. Battling with Mitchell, who will look to send it out. It's kept in by the Niagara captain and put in the opposite side corner.
That will also be the end of Guelph's penalty kill in Niagara's power play.
And it looks like Niagara will get one as Tobin has it.
Yeah. Hauled him down there, no reason for that. It's going to be a hold there. Niagara's just not playing smart right now.
Looks like they're giving it to Maltby, though.
Oh, then I guess I take that back.
It looked like Maltby was the one that got hauled down as well.
Yeah, it definitely looked like that. That Maltby was the one thrown to the ground. But
so Guelph's gonna have another 2 to kill off.
But yeah, that for sure looked like a Niagara North penalty, but it will be given to Guelph, and let's see what Niagara can do on their second power play of the night.
There's a shot from the point through lots of traffic, but Wickware deals with it. Here's Grace at the point. Now down low. Fernandez Gray applying pressure. Niagara getting a few more chances already early into their power play than the last, as that shot went off the side of the net. Here's Grace. Niagara still working it around. In front, hitting the side of the net once again. A great chance for Niagara, as it looked like Wickware wasn't on his post.
Yeah, Wickware lost his posts there, and Niagara almost made him pay.
There's another chance as that is stopped, as Shaw is pushed out of the crease by Tolt.
Yeah, you can see tempers are really starting to flare late in this first period.
Seems to be centered around Matt Tolton a little bit as well.
Yeah, Tolton delivering that big hit earlier in the period.
Niagara still have just under a minute on of power play time, as they will take another point shot that stopped, trying to generate most of their offense through shots through traffic, I'm assuming. Rogers hit off the puck by Freeze, and he'll send it down. Gallard for Niagara. He'll find Rogers. Gallard once again. He'll find Thompson, who's breaking in. Curls up, we'll find Gallard at the point. That's blocked by Coverdale and sent out as Orpana gives chase. Gallard and Orpana battle in the Niagara end. It'll come out to Gallard. And that'll lead to the end of the Maltby penalty, as they'll look from straight out of the box, as that'll go for icing.
Nice look there to see Maltby out of the box, but he wasn't really looking there. And also a great kill by Guelph.
Very little chances as well for Niagara on the 2 power plays. And the only ones that they really got was from the point, just through crowds, not very high quality chances. Krieger breaking in. He'll find Tobin dropping for looks like Trussler, but he was not there in time, as Trussler will regain possession for Guelph. Trussler trying to deliver a hit in the far side corner. Now Krieger spinning off a check. He'll circle around in front. There was Russell in the area. Trussler was there as well.
Seems like the net got knocked off a bit there. A big hit by Russell.
Here's Krieger. He'll look to send it into the Niagara zone as Russell gives chase. Now Beaton trying to break out. Now Pinelli's hit, as here comes Freeze for Guelph. Freeze will cut in. It's knocked off his stick, and it'll be whistled down.
What a hustle there by Russell on the back check there to stop Niagara North from entering Guelph's zone. It started at Niagara's blue line and came all the way back to theirs. Just what an effort there by him.
That's what you got to like about this Guelph team. Everyone just seems to back check. A shot put on goal from the neutral zone, as Fernandez Gray will have it. It'll be in front. There's Orr, as he can't control it. And now Lilac will break out with Bilton, as that'll be covered up for another whistle. Other than Guelph's power play, the game seems a little bit messy early on.
Yeah, no one's really been able to get in the other team's zone and just control the play. And we have seen a lot of power plays in this period too. So that might have something to do with it.
Niagara has a chance, as that is blocked by DeForest. Lilac has it now. He'll look for Bilton. And now Coverdale will send it into the Niagara zone. A minute 25 remaining on the clock. Lilac will send it back into the Niagara zone. Now here's Krieger. Krieger with a nice move. He'll walk in, takes a shot. Does it look to be tipped? Now Thompson. Now here comes Niagara breaking in. Tobin has it now for Guelph. Can't find it in the skates, finally does so. And now McDougall has it. McDougall will find Maltby. And that'll go off the boards and out. Tobin gaining possession for Guelph. He'll spin off. And we'll look off the boards. Maltby is in the area. And now Maltby's trying to get it out from under him. 2 black shirts on him. It'll finally bounce out. Glove down by McDougall. He'll circle back with 25 seconds. Off the end boards to Tobin. Now Russell. Now here's Krieger. Little bit of time left for Guelph to get another chance. Looking for Russell. In front, there's Maltby in the area, and that's turned aside. 5 seconds remaining. Krieger, and that'll be poked off him. Shaw will walk in and will wind and fire. That will end the period as Shaw and Krieger will talk a little bit to the end of this period.
Nice play by Krieger there on that back check. Shaw could have had a last shot, but instead, nice back check there to lift the stick.
Guelph leading 1-0 after the first. Not a very convincing lead as both teams have had chances.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth game here. Neither team really showing who's the better team right now. No one's really got it deep and just controlled the play. But obviously Guelph having that one power play goal by Braden Krieger to give them the lead.
So going into the second period, what are you saying if you're Niagara to get back into this game?
They got to stay disciplined. Obviously, they took 6 minutes of penalties in that first period, and that really killed them, the 4-minute especially, which gave Guelph the lead. They got to stay disciplined and, you know, maybe get it down low, cycle it a bit more, because we haven't seen that from them at all.
And from the other perspective, maybe what Guelph has to do to maintain this lead?
Oh, well, Guelph has to play good defensively like they've been doing. And again, they also got to stay disciplined. This has been a rough game so far. A lot of penalties. They just got to stay out of the box.
Coverdale's breaking in for Guelph. He'll put it in front. No one was home. Tolton will try to put it back in the middle. He has it now. Tolton and Orpana pressuring Beaton down low. It'll bounce out. It's Rogers. Now here's Van Berkel. Osborne breaking in. In over the line is Osborne. He'll cut in. A nice move to get around Coverdale. It'll bounce out.
Thought he had one there.
Now the net's off, it looks like.
Wickware did not know where that puck was. I'm not sure who it was on Niagara, but he thought he had a wide open net and thought he had a goal there. But I believe it was blocked.
It was Osborne that made the initial move around Coverdale. And then not sure who it bounced out to. But yeah, Wickware, I do not think he had an idea where the puck was. Bush, it bounces out in front. There's a shot and they score. Niagara North tying this game up early in this second period.
Right off the draw there. Niagara picked it up, won the battle in the corner, and I'm not sure if it was Bush, but someone just walked out in front and wired that one by Wickware.
I believe it was Bush that set up Vanderzalm for Niagara that led to them tying the game. Now here's Russell breaking in. Here's Mitchell. He'll throw a shot on. That's blocked out in front. It'll rim around the boards, and it'll be McDougall, who will wind and fire. That's off a shin pad and just wide. Or will try to send it out as Trussler's on it now. Trussler looks for Krieger. And now here's Grace. Vanderzalm will send it out. Or trying to get around Mitchell. Can't do so. Mitchell will stop for Guelph and look look to send Lilac. It'll tip off somebody. And now a dangerous play by the Niagara goalie, but he will get it out of his own crease.
Yeah,
Shaw.
we always talk about those boards and how active they are, and that almost bounced off and hit off his stick and in.
Good reaction by him as there's a shot that goes just high. And now Guelph will come the other way. We've got a 2-on-2. Bilton has it for Guelph. Bilton will walk out with it. Goes point to Tobin. He'll wind and fire. That's wide of the net. Thompson giving chase. He'll tip it by Fernandez-Gray. Now it'll be put out front. Wickware will play it out. Now Niagara will look to cycle it around. Here's Pinelli. He'll send it back in. Now Thompson walking around, firing. A nice glove save by Wickware.
Great possession there by Niagara, just getting it deep and cycling like we said. And that created a chance there from Thompson and almost beats Wickware.
Nice glove save by Wickware to get the whistle. Now Guelph's big line looks to come back out. Van Berkel in front of the net. It'll bounce out. And now Osborne played out. There's a chance in front. Van Berkel was in the area, but couldn't find the handle. Here's Beaton. Now in the middle, Van Berkel takes a hit from Coverdale. Walking in is Rogers, who will turn a shot that is blocked. Ferguson backtracking for Niagara, sending it off the linesman. It'll bounce right out to Rogers. 2-on-2 as Maltby back checks. Rogers circling around. It's Ferguson winding and firing through lots of traffic, and that'll be swallowed up by Wickware.
Yeah, tons of traffic there. Wickware just had good positioning, and I don't think he saw the shot, but it hit off him, and nice save to find the puck after that shot.
Kind of in an awkward position as well. Basically in the splits, but he will find it and cover it. As now Guelph's going to be going to the box. It's McFarland.
See what the penalty is. Not sure what the call was, but it will be 2 minutes. Must have been something that happened in front of the net, not too sure. Think they could call him on interference down there. He was having a battle down low.
But still, if you think they would have called it and evened it up.
They're going to call him for cross-checking. Just got confirmation from that. And that did happen in front of the net.
Niagara going to their third power play of the game, not converting on the first two. Now McDougall will try to send it out. Gillard keeps it in. Here's Bush. Looking in the middle, or was in the area, but couldn't find the handle. Gillard trying to keep it in. And now Bilton will send it into the neutral zone. Here's McDougall. He will send it all the way down. He'll look to the far side. Pinelli was there, but a nice defensive play by Tobin.
Pretty shocked that was waved off. Don't think anyone touched that.
You could hear the Guelph bench complaining as well, as they were very surprised that it was not icing as well. Here's Ferguson. He'll look down low. Osborne's in the area. Allison will try to spin off of him and tries to send it down. Shaw will keep it in. Ferguson winding, firing through traffic. It looked to go off Allison, just high. Now Rubino. Ferguson with a slap pass looking for Shaw. That's the end of the cross-checking minor to McFarland as he'll step out.
On that power play, Niagara did a great job of holding the line there. Guelph had many attempts to dump it, but they held the line pretty often.
There's a stretch pass for Trussler. Two Niagara players will get possession off him. Now it's behind their own net. And we've got another penalty coming up to Guelph.
I have no idea what this is for, but
and there's the pass knocked down by Lilac. Niagara still with it. It's Shaw, and finally touched up by Guelph.
Head contact.
And now who's it on? Someone from the Guelph bench, maybe?
It's going to be Trussler, I believe. See if that's a 4 or 2 minute. It's going to be 2 for head contact.
So for your Niagara, seeing these power plays, are you thinking they just have a bad power play at this point, or are they due?
They got to be due. Last time having quite a few chances, and even in the first, they had a lot of chances on their power play. Let's see what can happen.
Here's Rogers breaking in, looking short side on Wickware as he hit the side of the net. Now Lilac with a dangerous play to dance in front of his own net, but he does it successfully and sends it down. As Gallard has it, Orpana pressures him. And now DeForest will try to send it down again. He will do so. It is on goal. Now Gallard. He'll have it, looking to break in. Gallard still on it. Russell pressuring him. Now here's Thompson. Now Rogers. Gallard will wind and fire. It's tipped. There's Grace with a shot. A nice pad save by Wickware.
Yeah, Wickware had to go all the way across the net there. Nice save there.
There's a backhander by Thompson. Looked like Wickware didn't really know where that was as well, as it was through a screen, but he will cover it up. .27 to go in the second period. There's Shaw with a blast from the point and a big stop by Wickware.
Yeah, Guelph's penalty kill has done a pretty good job making sure they get those shots from the points and not in closer.
Still a little bit dangerous to get those shots from the point, but a lot better than shots from like the slot or top of the circle, which Guelph has limited, like you said.
And this is a bigger ice, so those shots are going to be less effective than on a regular sized ice.
Pinelli is brought down by Freeze. As now McFarlane will have it, looks to fan on his clearance attempt, but still gets it all the way down. Here's Pinelli. Osborne. Now here's Ferguson. He'll turn a shot on, stopped by Wickware. In front, there's Osborne turning behind the net, and spinning out in front was Ferguson. Looks like the net came off, but Wickware did make that stop.
I believe Mitchell actually got a piece of that one to keep that one out.
So Guelph successfully kills off that penalty as well. 4 for 4 on the kill.
Yeah, but now they gotta get some offense done and stay out of the box.
I feel momentum's kind of shifting to Niagara's side. Trussler looking for Russell. He stays on it. And now Krieger looking to put it out in front. Trussler was in the area but couldn't find him. Russell, now Krieger. Krieger will spin off and look for Trussler. It'll bounce out. Here's Bush. Bush speeding in, knocked down by Trussler. He sends it into the corner. Orr's on it. And the puck will be frozen along the boards and a stoppage in play.
The ref's going to send some of the Niagara players back. Niagara wanted to get a change there. Could be helpful for Guelph.
It's on the far side wall. Now still battling. It'll bounce out. Vanderzalm's on it. And now Coverdale's right back on him as Orpana will pick it up. Takes a hit from Thompson. And now Allison will send it into the Niagara end, and that'll be covered up by Lament. So we have 20 seconds till the halfway mark of this period. And Niagara North has had a lot of chances, but 2 power plays as well.
Yeah, Guelph hasn't really been able to get down in Niagara's end and just dominate like we usually see them do.
Here's Osborne breaking in for Niagara. A nice move as he can't keep control with it. And now Orpana comes the other way. Here's Rogers. Now Tolton. Tolton looking for McFarland, who will shoot, and that looked to ramp up off Gallard's stick and at a play. Ferguson will put it high off the glass, just off the draw. Rogers plays it out to Van Berkel. We've got a 2-on-1. Nice back check from Russell. There was a chance for Osborne, but he couldn't find that pass. Ferguson will send it back into the Guelph end. DeForest hustles to it and will try to send it out. That goes off Osborne. Now Russell dancing in. Turning as that's blocked by Beaton. Russell walks in, shoots. That's stopped as well. McFarland off the glass. There's Lament playing it. And now that'll be looked to be sent for Van Berkel, tipped by Mitchell. And now Mitchell battles down low with Van Berkel. Tobin will come out with it for Guelph. Gaining speed is Tobin. He'll find Maltby, but it'll come off his stick. Lilac looking for Krieger. He'll find him. Krieger walking, and there's Lilac.
He looked to be hooked there, but there's going to be no call.
Now we have a call on Bilton. Looked to be a retaliation after the hooks, and that'll send Guelph to the box for the 5th time today.
It's going to be head contact. Again, now we question, is that 2 or 4? And if this is 4, this could be bad for Guelph.
It didn't look too bad to be 4, so I'd say it's only 2.
Four minutes. Wow, for Bilton. This could be very bad for Guelph. They've been penalty killing for most of this period.
Can't be doing that as well against a team like Niagara. One of the better teams in the league. As Shaw sends it into the Guelph end. Osborne stepping out with it. That pass is blocked by Lilac. Osborne now spinning off. Lilac will try to send it out as it's kept in by Shaw. Rubino looking in front. That's knocked away by McDougall. Here's Pinelli. Down low, it's Osborne. In front, Pinelli was in the area, knocked away by McDougall. Pinelli still on it. Now Osborne behind the net. trying to get around Coverdale. Here's Rubino with a shot that's turned aside by Wickware.
Still 3 minutes left in Niagara's power play, and they're looking pretty good to start it off.
Guelph will come out with a different penalty killing unit. As if Niagara keeps this power play up, they've got to be due to score with a few chances in the first little bit.
I'm not sure if they're calling for a trainer or something happened with his equipment.
Looks up with like the right pad.
Not sure if it's an injury yet. Looks to be something with the skate, just has to be retied there.
Yeah, because I thought they were initially calling for Matt Dunsmore to come in. Like, they gave a little switch motion, but just brought the trainer out.
I believe it's the lace that attaches to his skate. So from the pad to the skate, that keeps it in place, and sometimes if that comes undone, it can just go under your skate, and it is very difficult to stay on your feet.
Yeah, you don't want to see Wickware slipping out there. So still a solid 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes for Niagara to do some damage to this Guelph team with their power play. We're resuming action now as a point shot from Gallard is sent on. That's stopped. Russell will try to send it out. Gallard keeps it in. They'll look for Grace. Now Vanderzom. McFarlane will look to backhand it out. He does so, and that'll go all the way in Lament. Gallard still on it. He'll look for Orr. Now Tolton, Fernandez Gray. And now Gallard has it. Vanderzom walking in, trying to get around Fernandez Gray. Can't do so as he will send it all the way down into the Niagara end. Lament plays it out to Gallard. Now Rogers. Here's Orpana. And now it'll be Grace. Orpana will stop up, looking for Tobin. Now Allison will go back for Tobin. There's Mitchell off the boards, and that'll go all the way down. Allison giving chase. He will get there first. Stopping up. Now pinned by Gallard. That'll bounce out to Rogers. Allison still on him. And a nice little kill by Allison. Grace trying to get around Allison. Thompson will look for Gallard. Gallard. Now Thompson at the point. Gallard once again. Off his skate to his stick now. Gallard. Now Rogers on the near side. Gallard now. To the far side. It's beaten. Now Thompson. Gallard once again. Thompson now. Niagara really working it around. They'll get a shot, which is stopped. And Thompson's still on it. They'll throw it to Beaton. Now that's tipped. Here's Thompson, who will wind and fire. That goes well wide. .40 seconds to go on this power play. Niagara working it around lots as that shot's wide. There's another one that's blocked by Allison. Now here's Rogers looking out in front. He'll find Ferguson pinching in from his normal spot at the point, but he can't find that pass.
Nice heads up play by Arpana to pick that up, that he's coming in from the point.
That'll be sent out, and Guelph has 10 more seconds to deal with, and they'll be back even strength. One last chance, walking in. Here's Pinelli, looking to wrap around. It's poked off his stick, and now they're even. McDougall. Here's Freeze. Now Bilton. Bilton stops up looking for Freeze on the far post, can't find him. DeForest tries to send it back in. Osborne now. McDougall on him. Now Lilac. Trying to walk around him. Lilac still on it. And now Bilton. Here's Bilton. He'll shoot. That's well wide and covered up on the bounce back.
Yeah, great kill there by Guelph. A big 4-minute penalty, and they kill all of it off. Just a great job to keep this score 1-1.
Do you think they got to kind of lay off the physicality now because they've taken so many penalties?
I wouldn't say lay off what you're doing, because they're doing a good job of using the body, but they got to lay off these penalties because most of them are just head contact and stick infraction. So
that'll be blown down as looks like a cross check was put on Russell.
And it was multiple there by Shaw. You gotta think that's gotta be at least 4 minutes. Only 2 minutes. And the Guelph bench is asking why it is not 4.
Because I only saw one of those cross checks, but it looks pretty vicious. So if there's multiple of those.
Especially that one, even he calls head contact there. You would think it's gotta be 4. Especially because Bilton barely touched his guy in the head and got 4. And
yeah, I was about to say, compare it to Bilton's penalty, because if that deserves 4, how does this not deserve 4?
Now Guelph getting a bit of time to set up, well, to talk about what they're gonna do on this power play.
So Guelph's so used to being a man down, they will be a man up for 2 minutes or less if they capitalize. It's Maltby. Now it'll be Bush sending it out. Here's Coverdale. McFarland. Looking for Krieger, who will tip it to Russell. Russell's breaking in. Van der Zalm applies the back check. It'll bounce out to Maltby. Here's Coverdale. Works it to McFarland. Now Krieger. Spins off. Look back to the point. It's McFarland. Krieger. Coverdale. Krieger once again. Coverdale will shoot through a crowd as that's stopped.
Yeah, nice shot there by Coverdale, low and hard, trying to beat the goalie. Maybe get a tip also from Maltby, who was in front of the net.
49 seconds killed off by Niagara. McDougall now. He'll look for Tobin. Now McDougall will fake. Now Krieger. Russell on a one-timer in the high slot. Just high.
A chance there, just put it right over the net. Unfortunate for Guelph.
Tobin will walk in, will stop back. Look for Krieger. Now McDougall. Guelph playing around with it at the point. Rogers trying to take out Krieger on the near side. It looks like the puck will be frozen along the boards. So we've got 36 seconds left. That'll go around the boards, takes a weird bounce, maybe off the stanchion because McDougall didn't meet it along the boards. Orpana has it for Guelph. He's breaking in. Will wind and fire, that's stopped. It'll bounce out, there's Tolton, the net looks to be off. As McDougall will shoot, that's glove down.
Guelph only has 12 seconds left on this power play. Had a couple of really good chances, including that chance by Russell, but none of them going by.
This could have been a big turning point for them as well, but can't convert. Orpana. Now McDougall. Sliding it on for Tobin. McDougall. Trying to dance around Van Berkel. Now Orpana. Slap pass for Tobin, who will shoot from a sharp angle. As Orpana will gather it in the neutral zone. Rubino takes it off him. Now it'll be Tolton. Here's Allison. He'll put it into the Guelph end, the Niagara end. As it's Gallard breaking out for Niagara. He'll walk in on Fernandez Gray as he deflects that pass out behind his own net. Pinelli circling back. Now it's Van Berkel. Takes a hit from Fernandez Gray. Van Berkel looking for Rubino, and now it'll be DeForest with it, caught in his skates, trying to get around Rubino. Fernandez Gray looking for Trussler. Fans in his clearance attempt, it's kept in. Krieger's on it now. Krieger will come out with it. Carrying it in the neutral zone's Krieger. Now he'll put it deep into the Niagara end. It'll bounce out for Fernandez Gray, who will send it right back in. Trussler looking for Krieger. Krieger in front. There's Russell, who winds it back and shoots in the slot, but another big save by Lament.
Yeah, for sure thought Russell had that one. Just got across right in time. A nice vision there by Krieger to see that Russell was coming in.
Lament holds his ground though. And now with 8 seconds left in the period, Niagara North has a chance. Rogers, a nice back check by Russell once again. As we've said that a few times today. And that will lead to the end of the period. So a good period by Niagara. A few power plays as well. They do even up the game. And we will be back for the third.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I'm respectful of others.
In the physical environment we share.
I have self-respect.
And I create space for diverse voices to be heard.
I am caring.
In my daily interactions, I am kind.
Compassionate, supportive, and honest.
I want others to feel welcome here.
And will do my part to convey a caring sense of community.
I am determined. I want to achieve the highest goals I can envision.
And I will do so with integrity.
Perseverance.
And courage. I will welcome a helping hand when I need it.
And extend mine to others along the way.
I am engaged.
Contributing to the life of my campus.
And community is important to me.
I will strive to meet my commitments
And offer my best effort.
I will be held accountable for my actions.
Because I understand that they reflect on all of us.
I am authentic.
Being true to who I am.
My values and beliefs are important to me.
I recognize that every person is on a journey of self-discovery.
And don't make assumptions about them.
Or their motivations.
These commitments represent my promise.
to all Gryphons!
Past.
Present.
And future. That I will do my part.
To ensure that Guelph's legacy
As a supportive and inclusive community. Is upheld today.
And for years to come.
I
am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon.
I am a Gryphon!
The Gryphon NRG Pass includes access to the new University of Guelph Fitness Center, plus over 97 fitness classes. Attend unlimited classes anytime. If you're a U of G student, the pass is only $48 per semester, and community members pay just $12 a month, plus a base membership. Youth NRG passes are also available for ages 11 to 15 for $7 a month, plus a base membership. To sign up, visit gryphons.ca or client services in the GGAC. Stay connected and follow us on Facebook for links to stories, game recaps, photo galleries, and exclusive video content. The Gryphon NRG Pass includes access to the new University of Guelph Fitness Center, plus over 97 fitness classes. Attend unlimited classes anytime. If you're a U of G student, the pass is only $48 per semester, and community members pay just $12 a month, plus a base membership. Youth NRG passes are also available for ages 11 to 15 for $7 a month, plus a base membership. To sign up, visit gryphons.ca or client services in the GGAC.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name in a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young, those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret.
Stay connected and follow us on Instagram. Join the largest following in Canadian university sport with over 10,000 fans, and catch up on all things Guelph Gryphons and see why Gryphon Pride is more than just a hashtag.
Gryphons.
Hey Gryphons. Hey Gryphons. I graduated in 2005.
In 2012.
2016.
2015, and I lived in Mountain Hall.
We know that exams are right around the corner.
And that this can be a very stressful time of year for everyone.
We're here to remind you that you are not alone. As an alumni, we have been right where you are.
In the seats, in the residences.
And we know that school can sometimes feel overwhelming. We want to tell you that you will get through this.
Even if sometimes you don't believe it.
Please don't hesitate to reach out.
Whether it be to a friend.
We're back for the start of the third period, tied 1-1 if you're just joining us.
A professional.
We have 20 more minutes of hockey.
It's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
So with 20 minutes left in the clock for Guelph to maybe try to steal 2 points from Niagara, what do you have to do? Like, if you're Dave Lilac, what are you telling your team?
I'm telling them to stay out of the box because they spent way too much time in the box in that second period, and if they want to win, they got to stay out of the box.
It's got to be a focal point. I mean, they've racked up so many minutes and penalties. But also, this is going to be a physical game for the last third.
This is going to be a pretty physical game for this last 20 minutes. Let's see which team can stay out of the dirty stuff.
Like, even starting up this draw, I saw Lilac already drawing off a little bit with Rubino. Lilac has it for Guelph. It'll be in the Niagara end as Lilac has it. Here's Gallard. Now McDougall. Here's Bilton. McDougall now. Freeze holds the line, puts it off the boards. Now it's Freeze. Here's Lilac. It's knocked down, and here's Thompson. McDougall with a nice play to dispossess Thompson. It's flicked up in the air. Bilton delivering a hit on Grace. As Freeze is walking out with it. Now it's Pinelli. We've got a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Coverdale will knock it off Pinelli. Now Coverdale laying a hit on Pinelli. Still on him as Bilton will chip it out to Freeze. He'll find Tobin. Tobin's walking in. Nice move. He'll hit the side of the net trying to finish that chance. Lilac's on it. Pressured by Van Berkel. That'll go behind the Niagara net. Now Russell will knock that down. Here's Van Berkel. Plays it out to Ferguson. Now Osborne. Osborne with a swing pass to Beaton. He fans on that clearance attempt as Krieger bumps into Maltby. Now here's Krieger. Krieger taking a hit from Ferguson. And now Osborne comes the other way. We've got a 3-on-2. Rogers calls for it and gets it. Looking in front, and a nice play by Mitchell. Don't know if he meant to or not, but he kicked it out. Here's Rogers. Pressured by Mitchell. Now Krieger walking out with it.
Big hit by Mitchell down in the corner there.
Krieger spinning, looking for Maltby. Krieger, and he scores! What a play! And it's 2-1.
Bit of tic-tac-toe there by Russell. And Krieger to finish that one off. And that's
Great
Krieger's
passing.
second of the night.
Early in this third period, Guelph takes the lead. Braden Krieger second, like you said. And a great link up with him and Maltby. So now, seeing the time on the clock, you still keep pressuring, try to get a 2-goal lead, or because you never want to see a team like go into a shell.
Yeah, you gotta keep putting the pressure on. Maybe in the cycle a bit more down in the corner, but still look for those chances. And here comes Tolton.
Here is the chance for Tolton as he cuts in his backhand, shifts to his forehand as that stop. Lament far out of his net as he was taken out by Tolton. And there's a few hits by the Niagara defenseman. He hit Tolton in the head a few times. Now Tolton's drawing him a little bit.
And Tolton was definitely hauled down there. I'm surprised there was no penalty there on the hook.
Now Tolton's going to get one as well for afterwards. Now they're not even going to give one to Niagara, it looks like. Are they?
Definitely. That someone's got to go for Niagara, you'd think.
I would hope so.
Because there is no way you can give Guelph the only penalty there. Seeing that numerous shots were fired at Tolton's head.
It was Colasurdo that gave him like 3 or 4. And yeah, he's going to the box. Looks like Shaw's going as well, maybe. And so maybe with coincidentals on Colasurdo and Tolton, then Guelph will have a power play?
You'd think so here. And it might be a long one, too.
Or maybe they'll get him and Shaw to offset and give Colasurdo 2. Or maybe Colasurdo isn't even going to the box.
I think he might just be there talking with the refs.
Yeah, because I was about to say, he was the one that gave Tolton the 3 shots in the head.
But he did come off the bench, so you'd think he'd get a penalty here.
Looks like he's just conversing because, like, the door's closed.
The ref's going to open it.
Okay, so Colasurdo looks like he is going to go into the box.
Oh, and he just got a 10. Not the smartest play, and he's going to might get kicked out of this game if he keeps talking like that.
Also on ad, like, the whole time he was drawing at the refs, he was in the ref circle as well.
But he does have that A, so I think that...
Oh, so he can be in there?
Yeah, he had a right to be in there. Shaw will get 4 minutes, so this is going to be a 4-minute power play for Guelph.
And then Colasurdo is going to sit 10 for the misconduct?
Yep.
So the 2 minors to Tolton and Colasurdo's penalties will offset. Colasurdo also picks up a 10-minute misconduct. And Guelph will have 4 minutes of power play time with the double minor that Shaw picks up. And this could be a big chance for them to close out this game. Russell finds Krieger. He'll go to the point to Coverdale, gets it back. Coverdale now has it once again. McFarlane swings to Krieger. Coverdale, now McFarlane. In the middle, Russell was there. Couldn't find him. Krieger spins off Thompson. Now Coverdale. McFarlane. That pass is tipped. Thompson will pick it up and swing it around the boards and all the way out. Coverdale behind his own net will set it up. Now it's Krieger. Back for Coverdale. Off of McDougall and sent right back into the Guelph end. Wickware opts not to play it as Rubino has it for Niagara. And it'll be frozen along the boards. And we'll bring an end to Krieger's unit shift.
Yeah, good puck movement down there by Guelph on this power play. Just not really getting any chances from it due to a good penalty kill there by Niagara North.
So it'll be a unit containing Freeze, it looks like Lilac and Bilton, as well as the forwards. Tobin at the point with McDougall there as well. McDougall swings for Freeze. Freeze has got some open ice as he will drop for Bilton. Bilton will look for McDougall. He has it on the near side. Now winding and firing was Freeze, as that's turned aside by Lament. Now McDougall will shoot up high and scores, as McDougall makes this a 2-goal lead.
What a nice feed there to see McDougall creeping in from the point there, and he makes absolutely no mistake and shelves that.
Going upstairs on Lament, 3-1. And that is big
McDougall
for
knew
Guelph.
exactly where he wanted to put that because he took his time and waited.
I like how he took his time, because most shooters just rifle it right when they get the puck on their stick with that much time. But he waited out and picked his spot over the shoulder.
Not sure the confusion here. I'm not sure Tolton was allowed out of the box is the thing here, because I think he gave a 4-minute offset, so he should sit in the box for 4 minutes, but we'll see.
So that might be the confusion. Tolton might have to go back in.
Seems to be taking a while, whatever they're talking about. And I think that's going to be the case. Tolton has to sit 4. So for the other side of the offsetting penalty, we have to sit 4 and then his 10, I'm guessing, and then Tolton just has to sit 4.
Okay, because I thought both of them got 2. That's why Tolton was allowed out of the box. But I guess they both got 4. That offsets. And then Shaw got 4 as well.
And then plus the 10, so.
So the 10 will make Niagara's defenseman sit the extra, but Tolton will be out when his 4 is up, and then the whistle.
Yeah, and then he'll have to sit for another 10 minutes.
So Krieger will find Tobin at the point. That's knocked down. Now here's Osborne. Now Trussler. Now Krieger. Krieger's walking in. He'll get around Gallard. Tobin's on it, looking in the middle as Grace is hit by Krieger. It's Rogers walking out with it. He'll go off the boards to Van Berkel. Now a nice move by Osborne. Osborne cutting in. Circles around the net in front. Krieger knocks that away. Krieger looking for Russell, who will tip it up and well at a play.
We talked about earlier, if Guelph is going to play a bit more defensively, now you'd have to think that is a big option for them, seeing they got this 2-goal lead.
Because you don't really need another one, but it would be nice. But on the other end, you can't be giving up defense for offense, especially up 2, right?
Yeah, Niagara's going to be hungry coming for those 2 goals they need to tie this game up.
Here's Van der Zalm. He'll walk in and shoot as that's swallowed up by Wickware.
And now more than ever, it is important to stay out of the box if you're Guelph, because all Niagara needs is 1, and they're back in this game.
You don't want to give them that from a power play. So then would you cut down Guelph's like aggressiveness on the forecheck as well?
No, you still got to stay aggressive. That's what Guelph is very good at, you know, putting pressure on the defense, making them make mistakes, making the other team's breakout a lot harder. So if you're Guelph, you're going to want to keep on that.
That's what they looked that they look to do right now, because they did send a few bodies on the forecheck.
Oh, and there might be a penalty down there, or Pana got tangled up.
Looks like the refs will keep their hands down as Grace will wind and fire from the point, look to be blocked by Allison. Shaw. Now it's Thompson tipping it on goal, just wide. Now Thompson will fall. And that looks to be frozen in the corner as Tolton will come out from his 4-minute coincidental. So Guelph has just over 12.5 minutes to drain out on this clock. And they'll take the 2 points up 2 against Niagara. Gallard. Now it'll be Thompson. Here's Rubino. Rubino trying to get around Fernandez Gray, can't do so. And now Thompson chasing it. It'll be chipped out to Lilac, who can't control it, and be sent back into the Guelph end. Looked like no one touched it, so that'll go for icing. Here's Freeze, who sends it back in. Now it's Shaw. Shaw, Van Berkel, a big hit by Coverdale.
And he's going to get a penalty for
but
that.
Yeah, he didn't touch the puck at all. Head contact as well, that could be 4 now.
And the puck was in the area, so. But either way, that's going to get Guelph pretty hyped up. But not really a penalty they want to take.
They're giving him 4. He did absolutely lay out Van Berkel, but give him 4, and that's not what you want with a 2-goal lead against a team like Niagara North.
Not really sure how he could give him head contact, seeing he hit him directly in the chest. Interference would be a more
suitable
call, yeah.
Especially giving him 4 for head contact if he did hit him in the chest.
And I think that's what Guelph's going to argue. Because there's absolutely no way that he hit him in the head.
So the argument will stop, and Niagara has 4 minutes of power play time.
But I do see what Guelph was arguing there. He did not hit him in the head. It just looked bad, so they gave him 4.
Here's Shaw finding Osborne. Now Rogers. Nice play by Bilton to break it up, and McFarland will send it right back into the Niagara zone. Thompson. In open ice, Shaw there, being met by McFarland, who's hit from behind by Osborne, it looked like. And McFarland shaking up, and looks like he'll have to go to the bench.
It's like a rib injury there for McFarland.
Here comes Ferguson. Now Osborne. Rogers now on the near side. Walking behind the Guelph net, McDougall on him. McDougall closes out on him. And now Grace is on it. Russell's trying to free it up. Still pinned along the boards. It'll bounce out to Osborne. Osborne on the far side. Now McDougall's on it, and he'll flick it out with the backhand. Lement opts not to play it. Now he will. That'll spin around the boards to Trussler, who meets it there. Trussler, now a chance shorthanded for Guelph as that's broken up. Looking for Russell. Here's Osborne. Osborne walking in, takes a shot at ramped up on DeForest's stick. And now it'll be Mitchell who will chip it around Osborne. DeForest will look to send it out. It goes off of Trussler, who will send it out. Gillard will look for Grace. Here's Pinelli cutting in. Breaking in Pinelli for Niagara as that shot is wide. Gillard sends a shot on. And now it'll be Grace. Pinelli walking in. He'll take a shot that's tipped wide. Rubino's on it now. Down low, Van Berkel. Looking for Gillard, who will hold the line. Van Berkel hit by Mitchell as that's sent out by Tolton. Guelph successfully killing off over 2.5 minutes. Here's Shaw. Breaking in, Fernandez-Gray trying to angle him off. Shaw will stop. Now Van Berkel's checked by Fernandez-Gray. Still battling on the near side wall. It's worked out to Pinelli, who will turn a shot on. A fluttering puck is gloved down by Wickware.
Yeah, Guelph doing a great job on this penalty kill. Just keeping it along the boards, pinning the puck when they can. Not giving Niagara North a chance to get back in this game.
A point shot from Beaton is tipped and he goes in. It looked like off Vanderzalm, and that'll be his second.
Unfortunate for Guelph there. Only had about 49 seconds left in that penalty.
They did well in the kill earlier. I think they might give it to Beaton or Vanderzalm, one of those two. But now it's going to be a battle the last 8 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. Coverdale fresh out of the box, sends it in. Now Beaton falls. Allison's on it. Tolton's there as well. Looks like I have confirmation that they gave it to Vanderzalm. That'll be his second of the night. Sent in by Bush. Wickware, a risky job trying to play it as Vanderzalm's still with it. Bush is on it now as McFarland will hit Orr. McFarland's still trying to work it out. He finally finds the handle. He'll look for Tolton. Looking for Allison. Allison fans on it. We'll send it back in deep in the Niagara North end. Tolton battling. And it'll bounce out to Rogers. Trying to beat Trussler, can't do so. And
that's just a terrible call there. Trussler didn't even hit his feet, hit his shin pads, and he's gonna call a trip. This ref just loves to put his hand up, it looks like.
Wants to be the center of attention today, as he's been calling a lot. As finally Trussler will touch up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That McFarland play, not the McFarland, the McDougall play we just saw was more of a penalty than that.
Yeah, but they're only gonna give it to Trussler.
It's been about over 50 minutes in penalties, you'd have to assume, that have been called.
You don't like seeing that as well. Late in the game, calling kind of a weak call like that, a tight game between two top teams in the division.
Especially after Niagara North just came off a power play goal. Have all the confidence in the world right now.
It's going to be a tough kill for Guelph. If they could do so here, as Osborne will break in for Niagara North. He'll look to lay it off for Ferguson, can't do so as Russell's clearance attempt is blocked by Grace. Ferguson, Krieger knocked down. Osborne breaking in, a nice play by Krieger to lift his stick. And now Krieger will send it all the way down as it bounces over Grace's stick. Lament stops it up for Ferguson. Pressure applied by Russell. Osborne looking for Ferguson. Ferguson has it now. Laid off for Pinelli, who will break in. Pinelli. And that pass is a pretty poor one as it goes all the way back into the Niagara end. Shaw looks for Thompson. Thompson off the boards right to DeForest as he sends it right back in. Here's Gallard. Shaw breaking in as that's put into the opposite side corner. DeForest will try to send it down. It'll get into the Niagara end as there's a quarter of a minute left to go on the Trussler call for a trip. Rogers. Vanderzalm. Now Rogers hustling to get there. Throws it in front. Nice play by Tobin to knock it down. Freeze with a nice hit as DeForest is still battling with Rogers. Now put out for Shaw, who will wind and fire. The net is so far off.
Don't get why Shaw's putting his hands up like that shouldn't have been called. Wickware did kick the net off, but the ref gave him a chance to shoot that puck still, and Wickware made the save.
Good chance for Niagara North.
And they're just complaining now.
I mean, like, the net was so far off.
And Wickware did knock it off, but he had to get out there quick to push off his post, and it's really not his fault.
Mm-hmm. I feel like these nets have come off so much that this rink might have to invest in some new pegs. I mean, like, late in games, the nets come off a lot. As here's a good chance for Niagara North as it's jumped on by Wickware.
And it'd be different if they didn't let him get the shot off there. They would have flown it down right away, but they let them get the shot off, and then Wickware made the save and covered it.
Draw to the right of Wickware. 4:32 remaining in this third period. Guelph hanging on to a narrow 3-2 lead. Bilton's on it. Chipping it around Beaton. Bilton still on it for Guelph. Throws it for Lilac. And now it'll be Freeze. Freeze for Lilac. Now Bilton. Beaton's on him. Freeze works it to the point. It's Mitchell who shoots. Not much traffic in front of Lament as it's covered up. Orpana, Tolton, and Allison out there as the forwards for Guelph, and they'll leave McFarland and Mitchell out there. McFarland puts it off the glass. As Ferguson has it now for Niagara. It'll be sent into the neutral zone. It's Mitchell who will put it off the boards. Grace has it now, looking for Rubino. McFarland circles around his own end. Now loses control, hit by Rubino, and that play will be offside, it looks like.
Three minutes left now. Guelph is going to have to play some tight defense because Niagara is going to throw everything they got at Guelph.
So where would you play your goalie then with this amount of time left, 1 goal?
Depends on how much possession you have in their end. If you're just dominating with the puck down in their end, then pull them with 2 minutes. Give your team enough time, but if you can't get them out until 1 minute, then I don't really know. You got to get them out with at least 1 minute left.
Because most coaches like the minute 30 mark sometimes, but if you are controlling, yeah, get him out as early as possible. Russell with a nice move, looking in front as Tolton couldn't find it. There's Ferguson. Rogers now. Rogers with a nice move, stays on it. Krieger pressures him. Rogers still with it in the corner. Shovels it out. In front, there's Rubino, a nice save by Wickware. Rogers still with it.
I think Van Breckel just gave Wickware a shot down there when he was in the crease, and there should be an answer by Guelph there.
Be so concerned about not taking a penalty, though, as well. 2:18 to go here. Lament, the last minute's just been looking at the Niagara bench, waiting to be called. As Tobin has it. Lilac now. Risky move to try to dance his way out. He will send it to the neutral zone. Lilac still on it. Now Shaw will lay it off for Gallard. He'll look for Shaw. Now Van Berkel. Here's Osborne. Now Rogers.
They're going to pull the goalie now, it looks like.
Maybe not, as it'll bounce out into their own end.
It looked like they were going to get it into Guelph's end, and the coach was calling for him. Now here he comes.
A minute 30 looks like the time where they want him. As this is going to be a battle for Guelph.
Nice play by DeForest there to use his body to get that puck.
Bilton fanned on his clearance attempt. There's Thompson, the net's well off there. And a few whacks there as Freeze gave Van Berkel a whack, and now Thompson's in there drawing a little bit with Bilton and DeForest. We're going to give Osborne a rough. Tobin coincidentals maybe?
Yeah, they're going to offset those penalties there.
So it'll say 6 on 5 as Lament.
The ref never signaled anything, I don't believe, to the box.
I saw him signal a rough over in the corner. He will now. Niagara North looks to have their unit that they would like for the remaining minute and 15 seconds. 6 on 5. Gallard, it'll bounce off his stick and out. Pressured by Russell as he turns back and finds Thompson. Nearly intercepted by Arpana, a risky pass in the neutral zone as Shaw will drop back. They'll find Gallard. breaking the 1 minute mark now in the end of this third period. That'll go off the boards. Orpana's there. It'll bounce out. Coverdale will look to send it out. Shallowly into the Niagara zone as Shaw will walk in. Big hit, or big collision by Orpana on Vanderzalm. Krieger trying to avoid it. And now it'll be Bush. Now that's blocked off. Orpana looking to send it out, line held by Shaw. Now it'll get out as Krieger will get it out. A very tough look there for Wickware as he somehow gloves it down, looked to be a little bit out of position as Russell will aim for the empty net, but lots of black shirts around him. Now into single digits on the seconds left on the clock as it's sent into the Guelph end. Wickware stops it and will play it out, and time will expire on this game as Guelph will take the 2 points. And Niagara North's got to be a little bit disappointed. They didn't get that much pressure near the end.
Yeah, they could have done more, but a nice play, I believe it was by Coverdale to dump it, and Russell just grabbed it with his hand and threw it around his back. Just a nice play to get that puck out of the zone, and that pretty much sealed it for Guelph.
That was a big win for Guelph in the standings. We won't end it off with before giving you 3 stars.
Yeah, you got to give it to Zach Russell, who played a great game. Also, Krieger, who had 2 goals for Guelph. In the final one, you got to give it to Zach DeForest, who just played outstanding today. Locking it down on defense for them.
Well, we will end this broadcast. A big win for Guelph, and they take 2 points from Niagara North.